review some of the season's best off-Broadway shows.
I'm here with journalist Jan Simpson of Broadway Radio and critics Adam Feldman of Time Out New York and Jackson McHenry of New York Magazine's Vulture. Jan, there are a plethora of off-Broadway choices. What are you most looking forward to this season?
One of my favorites that I'm really looking forward to is Liberation by the playwright Bess Wall, because she always does something different. And this time she's looking at the whole idea concept of women's liberation in two different time periods. And she likes playing in different spaces, different approaches, and so I'm really looking forward to that one. And another one that I'm really looking forward to is Wine in the Wilderness, which Classic Stage Company is doing. This one is by the playwright Alice Childress, who has had a late sort of renaissance in the last few years. Alice Childress is an African-American playwright. Most of her plays are written in the 50s and 60s. She didn't get a lot of productions or a lot of big productions because she refused to compromise. This play is being produced down at Classic Stage, and it's going to be directed by the Tony-winning actress and producer LaChance. And I think this is her first time directing. It's about an artist and his relationship to a model who he believes is going to help him create his image of Black womanhood. And she has ideas of her own. So I think it's going to be an interesting play to see.
Adam.
I am looking forward to a play called The Antiquities by Jordan Harrison. This one is set in the future, and it's looking back on, I guess, the way that we live now and have lived. I'm a sucker for that sort of science fiction. I think it can be really illuminative of the way we are now through an interesting lens. So looking forward to that. Also, David Cromer is co-directing that, the very busy David Cromer, who is also directing 2 Broadway shows this spring. So he has a lot of balls to juggle, but I have total faith that he will be able to do so. The other one I'm looking forward to is a collection of short works by Carol Churchill. It'll be at the Public Theater, and it's called Glass, Kill, What If Only, Imp. Those are the names, I think, of the 4 short pieces. Carol Churchill is, for my money, one of the great living playwrights in the English language, would be in my top 5 for sure. She's consistently interesting, experimental, weird, beautiful, and so I'm always eager to see what she has up her sleeve.
Jackson.
Yes, well, I'm looking forward to Deep Blue Sound, which is playing at the Public Theater after a run as part of Club Thumb's Summer Works program, which is a really wonderful sort of theater incubator. They do short runs of plays for sort of a weekend each through June. I missed the weekend, so I actually don't know this one as well, but I've heard wonderful things about a group of people in the Pacific Northwest who are sort of coming together to investigate where the orca pod that lives near their island has gone off to. And it has a great role for Marianne Plunkett, so I'm very excited to see her in this. And then I'm also looking forward to Vanya, which is coming to Lortel Theater, which is Andrew Scott, who's done plenty of film and television and mostly British theater, is playing all of the roles in an adaptation of Uncle Vanya.
Are you unhappy with your life, Michael? What? Yeah. Yeah.
You won't forget me.
Andrew Scott is firing on all cylinders right now, so I agree. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful production to look forward to. I'm looking forward to Conversations with Mother, Matthew Lombardo's autobiographical play about having conversations with his Italian-American mother, which I'm sure has a lot of emotion in it. It's going to graft 6 decades of the relationship. And Encores has long been on a roll, and up for them is a revival of Wonderful Town, the Leonard Bernstein, Comden and Green musical. The cast has yet to be announced, but because these are short runs, I'm sure that they can have a high caliber, very stellar cast.
Is this the
that's
first
good.
time that Encores has done a show again?
It's been a while. It's the last revival of Wonderful Town, transferred to Broadway with Donna Murphy. So it's good to get in on the ground floor. It's probably cheaper too. Anyway, thank you so much for your wonderful choices.
Oh, it was fun, Patrick.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thanks
great
for
fun.
having me.
And to find out our panelists' Broadway picks, both plays and musicals, be sure to watch the full episode of Theater All the Moving Parts, Fridays at 8:30 p.m. I'm Patrick Pacheco.